1 lab and math 118. True or false? False. Why is that? You can't use anthropology and geography together. Number 3, Kimberly is a new transfer student from the California Community College and has completed the IGETSI, so she only has to complete GE explorations to satisfy her general education requirements. That is true. Number 4 and 5 are multiple choice. Number 4, which combination of courses will satisfy the GE Foundation's social and behavioral sciences requirement? A, B, C, D, or E? B, Communication 245 and Latin America Studies 101. Can I have one volunteer? Yes.
Is that just because they have to be in different departments?
Yeah, I was just about to ask for one volunteer. Yeah, that's exactly why. Because all the other options are from the same department. And you have to pick 2 classes from 2 different departments from that list. Perfect. Number 5, which of the following majors from this list have specialized general education patterns? A, B, C, D, E, or F? F. Only A and D from that list. So engineering and liberal studies. Any questions on that? All right. So the next few are short answer. Does the nursing major require a specialized GE pattern? And if so, where in the catalog would you find that GE requirement? Volunteer? Anybody? Yes?
Yes, on page 371 to 370.
Perfect. Thank you. Number 7, did Maria satisfy the GE Foundation's Humanities with English 220, Asian Studies 101, Classics 140, and Spanish 102? Why or why not? Anybody?
No, because you must complete 1 course from each of the 5 sections you choose, and Classics 140 and Asian Studies 101 are in the same category.
Perfect. Yep, just 1 out of the 1 from each area is going to count. Okay. Question 8, when can a student begin taking courses to fulfill the GE Explorations of Human Experience? You all got this right, so anyone just shout it out. When the student is completing 60 units. If you said after 60 units, I gave it to you because that's technically true, but you can start it as long as you're achieving 60 units. So you're achieving junior standing. That's when the student can start those explorations, no sooner than that. Okay, number 9, Carol is an econ major. She took, for her explorations, geological sciences 303, linguistics 350, and philosophy 329. Did she fulfill the GE explorations with these courses? Why or why not? Yes?
She didn't because none of the courses are culturally diverse.
Perfect, that's exactly right. She did not. 1 of the 3 has to be culturally diverse. So make sure that you're not forgetting that, because it's easy to forget about that little cultural diversity requirement. All right, number 10, Andrea is a psychology major. She took environmental science 301, psych 340, and history 474. Did she fulfill all of her GE explorations?
No, because courses in the student's major may not be used to satisfy.
That's correct. Perfect. Okay, and the final question is, Jordan has taken the following courses: Asian 100 for GE Foundation Social and Behavioral, Asian 150 for GE Foundation's Humanities, and I want you to explain why Jordan cannot take Asian 456 for GE Explorations Humanities, so upper division. Yes.
She's breaking the max units in 1 department GE rule, so she'd be doing a 7-unit one that says you can't take more than 7 units from 1 department.
Perfect. And just as an aside, when I ask this question on the final, because I will, and when I ask what specific policy, I want you to be able to tell me which one of the policies. So the 7, the 10, or the 12. And I'm looking for you to tell me across what. I want to make sure that you know 7 units across foundations and explorations, 10 units across American institutions, foundations, and explorations, and 12 units across all of these. So I'm looking to make sure that you know the difference between the 3. Okay, any questions on that? Okay. right, so we will move on. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about the review. And then Frankie has some announcements, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So we handed your graded take-home review back to you. I don't have time to go over the answers today, but I have written where to find the correct answer if you got a question wrong. So some things I want everyone to pay attention to. Make sure you understand the WPA scores and what that means for classes remaining. So 7 or lower, an 8 or a 9, or 10 or higher. Make sure that you understand the difference between max units across one department in GE and the policy of not being able to double count exploration courses with courses from your major department. These are two different policies, okay? So I want to encourage all of you to use this graded review to help you when you're studying for the final. And so a couple things about your score. So first of all, the review is worth 25 points. I did not give partial credit. So in order to get your name in the drawing box, you needed a 22 or better. In order to score at 80% or more, you needed at least 20 points. So this is important. If you receive below 20 out of 25, that means that you did not receive an 80% and therefore you did not pass the review. Why this is important is because the review was an opportunity to see what kinds of things that you're going to see on the final, up through session 5, not including today's session and next week's session. So as a reminder, there are no retakes on the final. And in order to pass the final, you must receive an 80% or better. In order to clear this part of the training, you also need a overall grade of 80% or higher. Okay? So the final grade for training is based on the 6 quizzes, which are 10 points apiece, and the final, which is going to be worth 40 points. Okay, so I really encourage you to look through this review. If you have questions about the review itself, or you have questions about this session or next week's session, please ask. TI, me, just reach out. Today and next week, I will be arriving here in Lipinski to training at 2 o'clock. So if you have some questions, if you want to stop by, if you want to clarify something or review something, I will be available. Okay, any questions? Yes?
Are we going over the review right now? Or
No.
can I ask a question?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
For number 9, when it says all new students are admitted into a pre-major and like have to the rest of that. So you said that it's true. So when you're asking for like new students, because I mean, for the new students that are admitted undeclared initially, like eventually they get to pre-major.
So let me clarify that. All freshman students are admitted to a pre-major. That is the answer. All freshman students are admitted to a pre-major. So no freshman will be admitted to an upper division major. Okay?
Okay, so are we like just disregarding that like freshmen are initially admitted into like undeclared?
If a freshman is undeclared, well, I mean, you can't be undeclared to be upper division, so eventually they'll have to select a pre-major and go into that pre-major.
So for future questions, when like we assume like all new students, like just assume like, oh, they'll get into it.
Well, the quiz said freshman, so I was looking for you to answer true on the quiz you just took. And on the final, because that is the answer, all new freshman students, first-time freshmen, are admitted to a pre-major. Okay? Does that make sense?
Well, like now it's the clarification.
Yeah.
Aren't dance and nursing admitted into the major automatically?
They're a direct admit, but they're still a pre-major. Okay? So all new first-time freshmen are admitted to a pre-major, regardless of your major. Yes?
Is it like they're admitted to that major as long as they like, it's kind of like a contract, kind of like they're admitted to the major as long as they do like the action requirements, like all the courses and everything?
Well, they're admitted into the major and then the pre-major,
But the
and then in order to go to the upper division major, that's exactly correct. They have to finish all the impaction criteria.
Oh.
Yep. Did I see a hand up? In the back?
So what's the difference of when the program switched from a pre-nursing program to a direct admit? How did that go from like being
It still is pre-major, it's just that students that were already here couldn't switch into a pre-nursing.
Okay,
They couldn't go from a pre-sociology to a pre-nursing.
okay,
And they had to cycle those students that were in the pre-nursing through to either figure out were they gonna be admitted into the major or not. So now it's just, they still come in as pre-nursing or pre-dance, it's just that they've been vetted ahead of time by the department. So a new student can't, a freshman can't come in and say, hey, I wanna change from pre-psych to pre-nursing. Any other questions? Yes.
With that being said, does that mean that you can't go undeclared to nursing?
That's correct, no, nursing is a direct admit.
Okay.
Yeah, no student, unless they were admitted into the nursing program, can switch into the nursing program. Yeah. Did I see another hand? Yes.
It's in regards to number 13, I was just confused by the terminology.
Can you read it for me, please?
So, which of the following situations allows you to double count the course to satisfy two different requirements? And so C says oceanography 320 can double count to fulfill an upper division major requirement and the recreation administration major, emphasis in outdoor resource management. So I didn't know what that was for.
So that was referring directly to the exceptions that we went over last week.
No, I meant like, I was looking for outdoor resource management in the major book, or the book.
Because recreation administration isn't like a major in,
It's RTM.
so it's recreation sport.
Okay.
Like, I read it and was like, oh, it's trick question, I'm so sorry. I probably like knew it, but I didn't.
Okay, so because it was missing the word tourism, that's what
Or
threw
just
you off?
because it said administration, so I thought that meant like it was a different major
Okay.
than RTM. So I got, but I see, I think I got it fixed. Oh, that's not.
Okay, any other questions? Yes.
On 21, I'm confused because it said, or like in the book it says she needs a 10. And then on here it says like she scored 7, so I said no, she needed a 10. And then asked if she satisfied the requirement, or the, yeah.
Did you tell me what she needed?
Yeah.
So any further questions on the review, I'm gonna have you guys follow up with your TIs. What would you have to take first before that class? That's specifically why I mentioned to review the WPA scores in corresponding courses. So if you score a 7 or lower on the WPA, what would you need to take first? RWS 280 or 281 if you're a non-native speaker, and then you could go on to that upper division writing if it was required by your major, the specific one, or any one